We could all do with a little less stress in our life, and having a puncture is certainly one of those things that none of us need. The prospect of changing a tyre can be daunting, and the process can be hard work, time-consuming and dangerous. But, in fact, many cars these days come as standard without a spare wheel. In order to save space and weight, and in many cases because it's easier than changing a spare wheel, cars are being fitted with post-puncture sealant kits instead. So, what does this mean for you? Well, for a start, I suggest that you're always aware of what system your car has and where it is. If you have a temporary spare wheel, like this, then remember that they're only designed for use in an emergency and should only be used at relatively low speeds until you can get to a tyre retailer to fit a full-size tyre. Either way, you should ensure the spare is in good condition and properly inflated, and that you have a jack, wrench and the keys to any locking wheel nuts to hand. If you don't have a spare wheel, you'll need one of these. One of the best-selling sealant kits, and one used by many car manufacturers, is the ContiComfortKit. It's pretty easy to use and even has an illuminated gauge, backlit instructions and a torch so you can use it at night. So how do you use it? Well, if you've got a flat tyre, you first need to find out where the puncture is. If it's in the tyre sidewall, then regardless of the hole size, you can't repair it, and you should replace the tyre immediately. If it's in the tread or shoulder area, like 85% of all punctures, then you can use a sealant kit to make a temporary repair. Firstly, connect the pipe to the valve on the flat tyre, then connect the power cable to the cigarette lighter socket. Turn the orange case 90 degrees so the bottle sealant is standing upright and you hear a click. Finally, switch the compressor on to pump up the tyre and stand back in amazement as the sealing compound magically pours in. It works by filling the tyre with a mixture of air and sealant, which seals the puncture, while the built-in compressor enables you to reinflate the tyre. It might take a while for the sealant to disperse depending on where the puncture is, so be patient if it doesn't inflate immediately. When it's fixed, you can get on your way. But first of all, you must drive about 2 miles at less than 50 miles an hour, so the sealant spreads evenly around the tyre. Then you need to stop and reinflate the tyre before continuing on your journey at no more than 50 miles an hour for a maximum of 125 miles, before visiting a tyre retailer for an expert repair, or failing that, a replacement tyre. So there you go, pretty simple, and it's a lot quicker and easier than changing your wheel. I'm Fiona Legger, and thank you for watching this Continental Tyres information film.